Finals of the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament. Finals here between Bryan Danielson and Miro. Now, that was a spot originally occupied, as we thought, probably, by Jon Moxley. It certainly wasn't going to be Orange Cassidy. He had to pull out due to personal reasons. We talked about that last week. I would have said Bryan Danielson. If it was Moxley and Danielson, I felt like it was an obvious answer to have Danielson win. And then a loss for Moxley would drive him to turn heel. Miro already is a heel. And depending on what happens in the main event, I don't know. I've said for weeks Danielson's winning. But the Miro thing kind of throws a wrench into things. And not a bad wrench. I think Miro winning would be fucking awesome, to be honest with you. And if Danielson's going to lose to anyone, his first loss in the company, he's not one of those guys that needs to be undefeated. But if he's going to lose to anyone, Miro's a great choice. And Miro's coming off the loss of the AEW TNT title, so a win here for him would be great. I don't know, man. I think this could really go either way. I'm very skeptical. I want to say Miro. I got to stick with my original prediction, though, and say Danielson. But I think there's a strong chance, especially if Paige wins in the main event, which we'll get to momentarily. I think Miro could win, and Miro and Paige can be a great main event on Dynamite. But I want to hear your thoughts and who you think might win here.
I mean, but going into this, like you said, I thought Bryan would win, Moxley would turn heel, and then you could kind of keep them busy there. But now that Miro's in it, I feel like the only way you can get away with Bryan losing, there has to be some kind of shenanigans, someone getting involved. I really just don't know who you would do right away and who would make sense. So I feel like Miro, I don't hate Miro winning, but you'd need someone to like kind of screw Bryan over. You can't just have him lose to Miro, I feel like, because then it just wouldn't feel the same. Bryan would need to be occupied for a reason for him to lose, and I don't know. I mean, I don't hate, like, you can either have him win and like something come up and kind of prolong it and something. I just feel like if you're gonna have him win, should his first loss come to Hangman? Like, probably not. So
yeah,
I'm leaning Bryan, but if Miro wins, I there has to be like some shenanigans going on, like someone get involved so it keeps Bryan occupied in the interim, and then he can somehow get his way back in the title picture. But if he wins, is he going right against Hangman? Like, I mean, obviously it makes sense, but or it could be him and Omega again. I don't know.
Yeah, Paige and Danielson it sounds like a huge match that, I mean, you could save it for Revolution, which they probably should, but then again, it's like 4 months away, so I don't know what you do with those guys if Danielson wins. I'm going to say Danielson. I think Danielson and Paige on, they did Omega and Danielson on TV. You could do Danielson and Paige on TV, assuming Paige wins.